Okay everyone, hello and welcome back to Red Pill Crypto. My name is Dean and this video is for the beginner into the cryptocurrency market who might want to do some investing and wants to look at some of the possibilities and some of the avenues for investing in cryptocurrency marketplace. So we're going to start out with just a quick conversation about the basic areas of investment. Number one, you can do, this is Bittrex exchange right here on the screen. You can do investing into coins, buy, sell, and hold. You can also do investing into ICOs, which is initial coin offering. And then you can also do investing in some of the lending platforms that are available. So we'll talk a little bit about all three of those. So to start off, if you're going to look at investing in a cryptocurrency or some cryptocurrencies that you feel will be the winners over time, and of course, you can do some research. You can look for headliners, or you can stay abreast on who's doing what out in the marketplace and who's maybe signing contracts to work with whom. And based on your own research, you might have some ideas about who might be the winners and who might be the losers. Now, for those of you just getting started, or for those of you who are the most experts at this, I highly recommend Cliff High. Cliff High is a website called halfpasthuman.com, and Cliff High, back around the year 2000, started a web bot that went out and scanned all the words off the internet, brought them back, put them through a database and a processing system, and his intention was to be able to predict market fluctuations and make some money off it. But what he found was that he was getting predictions based on human beings being psychic. He was getting emotional value predictions of things that were coming to pass in the future. And so what he found is that to some degree, with a roughly decent accuracy rate, he could predict things that are coming up in the future or forecast things. So he's fantastic, very knowledgeable, very easy to listen to guy, has a great way of explaining things, and it's just a pleasure to listen to him talk. But he also puts out an Alta report. Almost every month he'll put out an Alta report on cryptocurrencies and what he sees future-wise with those cryptocurrencies. It's not an exact science. There are risks. He explains that up front. But man, he has been really good at that. So something to look at if you're going to do this buy, sell, and hold thing. And the whole buy, sell, and hold way of investing is just to buy a currency, a cryptocurrency. You can go into an exchange like this. You basically need to send some Bitcoin to the exchange or send some Ethereum to the exchange. And then you would use that Bitcoin or Ethereum to purchase other coins. You can look at their volume right here, change it from high to low. You can look at their ups and downs of the day. You can look at the price of the coins based on rank, or the highest ranking price, of course, Bitcoin being the highest, but Bitcoin Cash shows up because Bitcoin itself doesn't show up there. And 24-hour highs and lows, the spread. So you can use this stuff to make analysis on coins. However, probably more important to do some research out in the marketplace to decide what companies are going to win and what companies are going to lose. Same as the stock market, but you're dealing with cryptocurrencies, and you're dealing with a marketplace that's in its infancy and is here to stay. Not only is it here to stay, but it's here to revolutionize and transform the world. That's a fact, and I can't spend time telling you about that right now, but man, are we in for an awesome ride here, because what you're going to have is a free marketplace in the world that has truth, honor, and decency, and reduces corruption for everyone involved. So watch a couple of the two videos I have on my site, Red Pill Crypto. They are the two documentaries that I listed there. It's fantastic to listen to those because they give you sort of a depth of understanding of how this all got started, and the profound uniqueness to what's happening here based on the technology, the blockchain technology, the peer-to-peer networking. So it's fascinating, it's awesome. It makes for a very bright future, and it also creates this opportunity for little people like you and me to make some money here in the marketplace just with a simple amount of knowledge. So buy, sell, and hold is a great way to invest. There's also ICO investing. ICO means initial coin offering. It is a company that's going to come into business in the cryptocurrency marketplace. They're about to offer a token or a coin in the crypto world, and they submit their white paper, which is basically sort of a mini business summary of their business plan that says, this is what we're doing. We believe we're going to make money. We want you to invest in us. We're going to do a pre-sale, an ICO, initial coin offering, and we're going to pre-sell it to those investors that want to take the risk that we're going to be able to do what we say we're going to do, based on the people we have, and maybe some of them already have products in place. It's already established businesses, that sort of thing. That can also happen. So they offer their initial coin offering. It'll basically be a timed event. Maybe it'll be a month long. Maybe it'll be a few weeks, but they'll say, okay, we're going to sell X amount of coins. It will usually be a percentage of the overall coins that they're going to have available to the marketplace in the long run. But they'll say, okay, maybe 20% or half or 30% or whatever we're going to sell in the ICO pre-sale offering. So they'll offer those coins, and they'll do it. Sometimes they'll do just a flat fee, and they'll set it free and let everybody bid. Sometimes they'll place restrictions on the bidding process. For instance, they might say, okay, for the first 1 million coins, we're going to sell them at 50 cents, and we're only going to allow max purchase of 1,000 coins per purchaser, and we're going to set the time to every day at 4 p.m. That's Hextra coin, and we're going to let you buy coins at 4 p.m. every day. That way we kind of spread out, we create a capacity for everyone to buy small amounts of coins, and we get more people involved in investing in our company rather than maybe a couple of well-funded investors coming and say, well, I'm going to buy up 90% of your coins. And they don't want that. They want diversity of people investing in their marketplace. So a lot of times you'll see those sort of restrictions. Sometimes you'll see coins sell out a lot faster than maybe the 30-day offering they have. It might sell out in a few days, might sell out very quickly. That's a good sign. That means there's a lot of demand. So there's the ICO investing. There's also the lending platform investing. An example of a lending platform would be RegalCoin, and I wanted to show you, well, over here, I'm just going to open a new window. Over here I have I want to talk about Bitconnect first, because this is the initial lending platform site that went up, I think it was 1.5 years or 2 years ago. A lot of people just wrote it off as a pyramid scheme, and they still do today. There's a lot of negativity out there about this process, and who knows, they might be right. So, but a lot of people have become rich in the process, so consider that too. But this has been around as sort of as a proof of concept, and what they do is they say, hey, investor, you send us $100 worth of Bitcoin. We will use that $100 to create liquidity in our trading bot. And our trading bot goes out and trades and makes money, and then we give you a return on your money for the use of your coins. Or in the case of, I think it's Bitpetite, they sell Bitcoins in small quantities around the world in third world countries so that people have a currency to use that they can count on. So, so there's different ways that some of these people do their returns, but they're high returns, very high returns if you're a traditional investor in CDs or bonds or things like that. This is enormous returns because they're doing day-to-day compounding interest, or week-to-week, depending on how the investment program works. And that compounding interest adds up really fast. So, and they also have terms. The amount of term might be, I think on Bitconnect is 299 days. You got to leave your investment in there. Regal is 99 days. Bitpetite is 6 weeks. Some of the others 199 days. So there's a lot of variation in there of how long you might have to leave your money in. But you can see every day you start collecting money, you see the payout. You can reinvest the payout into that loan, or you can cash it out. So you have some flexibility there, but the initial premium, you have to leave it in there for the period of time, and then you can take the whole thing back out. So that lending platform investment opportunity is really huge right now. Some say it's not a sustainable business plan. I'm kind of agreeing with that actually, but I can also look at this and say, well, we're at basically a 1% adoption rate worldwide for the cryptocurrency marketplace, and all we're going to see over the next 6 months and the next year is this flood of people coming into cryptocurrency, and I mean a huge flood. You know, when we go to 2%, 3% adoption rate, that's going to be an enormous influx of capital, of money going into the cryptocurrency marketplace, and it's going to change the world. Actually, it's going to alter, transform currencies around the world. It's going to there's some just phenomenal stuff. The technology behind this is so revolutionary. So, and not in its complexity necessarily, but in what it accomplishes. It's revolutionary in the financial world. This is going to rock the world. The bankers are all panicked about it at this point, and although they're starting to invest in it. But to get a little bit of a grasp of that, if you go to my website, my YouTube channel, Red Pill Crypto, and just click on those 2 documentaries that I listed there. Those are great documentaries that give you some background of how this all got started and what it means and who's involved and that sort of thing. So super little documentaries there to watch. They're not that long, but they're fantastic. All right, so back to the investing. You have the buy, sell, and hold. You have ICO investing. And then you have the lending platforms where you get a return on your money that you lent. Just to give you a quick idea of the lending platforms. Now I just signed into Regal, and I wanted to show you this initial page. When Regal went live, they had such an enormous influx of people that their site went down and had a little bit of trouble. And they've been doing some work to restore everything, and they've got most of it done. And was panicked at first, but everybody's been pretty happy with how everything has been come back live. There's only a couple functions that still aren't up to par yet because they have to go through every single investor and make sure that every account is done right. So they're working on that. They've been doing a good job, and they've been pretty responsible about it. So I myself had a lot of doubt in the beginning, but I'm starting to believe that maybe this thing is in here for the long haul. So this is my Regal account. I just briefly want to show you that right here I only own a 0.07 Regal coin, which is only $2.89 worth of Regal coin. This is the amount of Bitcoin I have in this account, which is about 6.5 cents worth. And this is my current return on what is currently an $830 total invested. Now I started out with $730, and then I started out with $700, and then I reinvested $130, so it's showing the total of $830. This is only a few dollars right now. It's returning about $10 a day, which is pretty big. I mean, that's $300 a month right there from a $700 investment, so it's going to pay itself back 100% and more over the term of 99 days. What a great investment. And this is the sales left, US dollar. So here's the current projection of the next 3 days, or maybe it's the last 3 days, of how much it's paying out of 1.28% or 1.39%. And that's kind of an average. So I don't want to get into the functionality. This is simply to show you this is an investment platform. I put $700 worth of Regal coin when it shot up to $21, and $31, and I put $700 worth of Regal coin into the investment program, and I took other money out. So that's the lending platform. It's really amazing. So for those of you who want to get involved, I highly recommend all 3 of these methods of investing. And there's a number of, if you look at Cliff High's Alta reports, and you look around on the YouTube and find out who the winners and losers are, there's certainly some obvious choices for who might be the winners in the cryptocurrency marketplace over time. Nothing is a sure thing. There's always risks, but there's such enormous opportunity here right now for the average person, for we the people, so to speak. So I highly encourage you to look at it. Be responsible for your own investing. I'm not interested in anyone getting on and saying, darn that Dean guy, he told me to get into this and now I lost some money. Not my responsibility. But it does happen. There's been a few coins that I bought and I lost. It just went down and it never came back up, or at least not yet. And I haven't sold them because I just don't want to sell them at a loss. But when they do go up, then maybe I'll sell them, and I'll sell them at a profit. It just has to take a little time sometimes. Overall, the general marketplace is going up, and there's a lot of naysayers out there, and that's fine. You need that. You need healthy skepticism in the marketplace and around the world. But for those that are getting involved, and I mean, there's some people that have really created some wealth here in a short amount of time. So that's certainly what I'm hoping for you, hoping for myself, and I hope this has helped. And you know, if you want to get involved in one of these lending platform companies, these are all listed. There's a link down below in the description of my video, and that link would put you on my investment team or as an affiliate, which doesn't have a whole lot of benefits other than we are going to be possibly creating a conference call weekly here to talk about this stuff, and we certainly have a lot of advice that we can give, or not advice, but not investing advice, but like surviving in the cryptocurrency world advice. How's that? So please jump in, check it out, go small and safe at first, and then test the waters and see how you feel. When you build your confidence, you can build your investments. So there's a lot to do. All right. Best wishes. I hope this works out for you, and I really appreciate you coming by. I hope you'll subscribe and push the like button on the video, and I hope you'll watch some more of my videos. Thank you.